So we start the interview now, okay? First of all, good afternoon, madam. My name is Lim Tze Han, and these are my group mates, Ho Thong Wye, Nicholas, and Kai Xin. Okay, now to Ho Thong Wye.
Okay, so I will start for the introductions. Kadar pembunuhan diri yang berlaku di negara ini semakin meningkat pada masa kini. Dan kes-kes pembunuhan diri ini telah menjadi satu fenomena yang biasa berlaku dalam masyarakat kita walaupun di mana-mana tempat, dan ini merupakan satu ancaman kepada masyarakat kita, terutamanya dari segi kaedah bunuh diri yang dilakukan. Fenomena bunuh diri lebih mudah berjangkit atau berlaku di kalangan individu yang menghadapi tahap kesihatan mental yang tidak stabil berbanding dengan individu yang sihat dan mempunyai pemikiran yang waras. Apakah itu bunuh diri? Secara umumnya, bunuh diri merupakan satu perbuatan atau perlakuan yang dilakukan oleh seseorang dengan sengaja dan secara sedar dengan tujuan memusnahkan diri sendiri atau bagi mengakhiri hayat sendiri sehingga menemui kematian. Kebanyakan kes bunuh diri berlaku dalam akibat seseorang individu itu yang telah menghadapi ketidakmampuan atau tekanan yang serius dalam kehidupan mereka. Mereka berasa bahawa langkah untuk menerus kehidupan bukan satu idea yang baik. Sebalik, ia akan menjadi kesengsaraan kepada kehidupan mereka. That's all for the introductions.
Alright, so first of all, may I know your name?
Rebecca.
Okay.
Miss, are you a Malaysian?
Yes, I'm Malaysian.
And also, Miss Rebecca, may I know how old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, so Miss, may I know that what's your race?
I'm Chinese.
Okay.
Alright. So may I know what is your occupation?
I'm a special needs teacher. I teach in a special needs school.
Okay. May I know what is your religion?
I'm Catholic.
Okay.
Okay, for my question is, in your opinion, what is the role of your religion in your own daily life?
my religion is supposed to be teaching us how to live every day by mimicking the best that we can in terms of pride.
Miss, may I know that what is the main teaching of your religion?
The main teaching would be how we bring up our family to fear God. When we say fear God, not to be afraid of Him, but to be doing things in accordance to what He believes or what He's what. So that is that religion. But to be honest, I'm not a religious person. So yeah.
All right.
Oh, all right.
So, in your opinion, what are the causes of suicide among the youth in Malaysia?
I think the cause of suicide is a lot of misunderstanding and non-communication between the youth and the family. Me, I think it would be the family first.
All right.
Okay. Miss, what do you think about the potential effect of suicide among youth?
Potential effect, I
Yeah.
think there will be a lot of loss of talents. A lot of youth, they have a lot of talents. That potential effect of the suicide would be that this talent cannot be shown anymore and the loss to the society, I think.
And also, lastly, how does your religion play a role in reducing the number of suicide cases among the youth?
Um, I can't say for sure, but I believe it's a religion as a whole in terms of suicide, always trying present uh, a life that is worth living in terms of being nice to everyone.
Okay, so Miss, that's all is for our question. So lastly, we would like to thank you for your cooperation by spending your time with us to participate in this interview. So thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Miss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stop the recording. Good afternoon, madam. My name is Lim Tze Han, and these are my group members, Ho Thong Wye, Nicholas, and Kai Xin. Okay, Ho Thong Wye.
So, okay. So I will start my introduction. The introductions. The number of people who commit suicide is the country in the country is on the rise. The majority of the suicide cases are caused by someone who has had suicide thoughts. They believe that moving on with lives is not a good idea, and that it will be instead bring them pain. We as a researchers trying to understand how religion can affect the rate of suicide in the youth of Malaysia.
All right. So first of all, the first question. May I know your name?
My name is Iswari.
Okay.
Okay, Miss, are you a Malaysian?
Yeah, I am.
And also, may we know how old are you?
33 this year.
Okay, Miss, may I know what is your race?
I'm Indian.
Okay.
All right. And may I know what is your occupation?
I'm a full-time private tutor and a freelance counselor.
Okay. May I know what is your religion?
Hinduism.
And also, in your opinion, what is the role of Hinduism in your daily life?
Okay. Well, I start my day by actually most of the time I start my day by meditation, and that is quite deeply rooted to my religion. And also, I mean, there are other religions who really practice what meditation and all, but for me, it's like whenever I feel like I have doubts or I feel like not at peace or anything, I try to connect back through my religion by also reading the Holy Scripture, Bhagavad Gita, and it actually has been really helpful for me. So that's how it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Miss, may I know that what is the main teaching of your religion?
Okay, I think this one not only for my religion, but I think all the religions also just say like do no harm, you know,
Mm,
do no
yes,
harm.
yes.
Even
Yeah.
if we cannot do anything good, also just don't do anything bad. So I think that's the basic ones, and also there are a few things that's quite highlighted in Hinduism as well. Like for example, like um, do not get involved with substance use, drugs, etc. And do not steal from someone. Uh, Try not to eat animal,
Mm,
and all that.
yeah.
So I think end of the day it comes back to like how much of that we can practice lah. But the whole thing is like do no harm lah. Just do good or just don't do harm at all, even though if cannot do good.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
For the next question, in your opinion, what are the causes of suicide among the youth in Malaysia?
Okay, one is definitely lack of support. Like
Mhm.
if we see, right, whenever we have any issues, we try to like talk to our friends. Some they have good relationship with their family members, so they try to talk to their family members. But then uh, lately, when it comes to like family members, maybe most of the youth, they have this fear like family members not going to understand them, and they try to seek it out to their friend. And sometimes their good friend, yeah, definitely will hear them out, but in some cases they will be mocked for their problems. Sometimes the friend will say like, yeah, this one is just a small problem, why you want to think so hard for it?
Mm.
So a very good support system can actually prevent this issue, but then lack of the support can cause this. And also most of the time a lot of youths, they have this feeling like they are not really understood by others, like people cannot really understand them. So that is one of the reason.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Miss, what do you think about the potential effect of suicide among youth?
It's kind of quite high. And if we see like nowadays, even just now you did mention, right, like recently the numbers are really going up. Part of it is also because everyone is just at home, we have no ways of really like release our stress at times. Sometimes the stress is coming from our environment, which we cannot escape. So lack of awareness about self-care, lack of awareness about self-love, acceptance, and seeking help could be one of the reason why the numbers are going up.
Okay.
And also, Miss, how does Hinduism play a role in reducing the number of suicide cases among youth?
Okay, last year there was this one big organization that is actually quite famous around the world. It's known as ISKCON. It's for Krishna movement. So what they do is like they are having free online classes for all groups of ages, like all religion related online classes, whereby there they teach about the religion, and also they let the members to actually ask questions, to share what they have in their mind, or to just like they can just share their problem to see like if there is any solution, or there is like a positive way to look at it. Because some of the problems, sometimes we may think like there is no solution, and sometimes it's the best that someone can do is just to share it, and the best that another person can do is just to listen to it carefully without offending the other person. So this group has been going and helping about thousands of Malaysians so far. I was one of the member, and this this group has been really helpful in the sense like even I could feel the changes in me. Like even whenever I feel stressed or whenever I have doubts about life or anything, I can just ask my leader, and my leader is willing to explain it to me very well. So I
Mm.
think that is one of the best thing that is happening around, because we right now we cannot go to the religious places due to COVID and
Yes.
all. So I think virtual meeting like this is really helpful.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, Miss, that's all for our interview. So, lastly, we would like to thank you for your cooperation by spending your time with us to participate in this interview. So,
No
thank
problem
you.
at all. Thank you,
Thank
Sue.
Thank
Thank
you.
you too
Yeah.
for
Finish.
involving
Okay.
me. Thank you. All right.
Have
Take care.
have a nice day.
Yeah, you guys too. Bye.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.
So first of all, good afternoon, sir. My name is Zan, and these are my members, Thong Wye, Nicholas, and Kai Xin.
Okay.
Thong Wye.
Okay. So we'll start the introductions. So the number of people who commit suicide in the country is on the rise. So the majority of suicide cases are caused by someone who has had suicide thoughts. So they believe that moving on with life is not a good idea and that it will instead bring them pain. So we as researchers that are trying to understand how religions can affect the rate of suicide in the youth of Malaysia.
So first of all, my first question, sir, may I know your name?
My name is Chiu Guano, or you can call me Harry.
Next.
So, sir, are you a Malaysian?
Yes, I'm Malaysian, of course.
Okay, Mr. Harry, so how old are you?
I'm 50 years old.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so may I know that what is your race?
My race is Chinese.
Okay.
Alright. May I know what is your occupation?
Actually, I'm the director of sales and marketing in the manufacturing company. We are doing sofa, leather sofa or upholstery sofa as export to overseas.
Okay. So may I know, okay, what's your religion?
So my religion is Buddhism. It's Buddhist. Yeah.
Okay, in your opinion, what is the role of Buddhism in your daily life?
Frankly speaking, actually, we not really practice much on that. And as I know, that religion is part of like teaching people towards good directions. Okay, like to be polite or I mean, in fact, actually, religions not really play a very big role in my daily life.
Oh, okay. So, sir, may I know that what is the main teaching of your religion?
Okay, as I know that the main teaching of religions of Buddhism, I should say that is towards like good. I mean, people have to respect each other and like. I should say that it's majority towards a more positive area.
Alright. So in your opinion, what are the causes of suicide among the youth in Malaysia?
From my opinion, in my opinion, I believe that the suicide in youth, majority is caused by the family. Okay,
Family.
a family play a very very big role in make sure actually the youth or the members and families are well taken care or means they are sharing each other's. So it's not about the religion. So I believe this family teaching. This is a very very important role. I mean, each members of youth need to have a very close relationship with the parents, especially. Parents play very big roles in daily life of the growth of youth. So I believe that is a very very important part, you know. So if the youth can sharing a lot with family members, I believe this suicide rates for youth in this world will be reducing. So majority actually is neglected of the families and parents.
I see.
Okay. So what do you think the potential effects of suicide among youth?
A potential effect.
Yes.
Potential effect, and I should say that that actually potential effect really affect the futures of the family and family members, and even though the community or a country. So it is really big effects on that. So family teaching and I mean it is very important roles that for youth to I mean to move away from all this, because normally a youth can commit suicide or whatever is caused by self-contented, and they close, and then they are not exposed to close friends or families or whatever. So this is a big effect to the communities. Any
Okay,
question?
and lastly, how does your religion play a role in reducing the suicide cases among the youth?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Okay, how does your religion play a role in reducing the number of suicide cases among youth?
Oh, the role of religions play a role. I think for Buddhists, I think Buddhism, that's the teaching is actually more to the spiritual side, that's help people towards more positive thinking. And I should say, actually, I'm not really very strong in religion, to be honest. But for me, I feel that not only my religions, and most of the religions actually they help in teaching people toward a good direction, more brightness, and then more to positive side. So it will help, definitely it will help to reduce commit suicide rates for the youth.
Okay. So, sir, that's all for our interview. So, we would like to thank you for your cooperation by spending your time with us to participate in this interview. So, thank you, sir, and have a nice day.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
So good evening, sir. My name is Tze Han, and these are my team members, Thong Wye, Nicholas, and Kai Xin.
Right.
Okay, so I will start the introductions. Okay, the number of people who commit suicide in the country is on the rise. So the majority of the suicide cases are affected by, caused by someone who has had suicide thoughts. So they are believed that moving on with lives is not a good idea anymore. So they instead it will bring pain. So we as the researchers are trying to understand how religion can affect the rate of suicide in the youth of Malaysia.
Alright. So first of all, sir, may I know what is your name?
Muhammad Azrin.
Alright.
Okay, sir, are you a Malaysian?
Yeah, of course.
And also, Mr. Azwin, may I know how old are you?
I'm 50 years old.
Okay, so, sir, may I know what's your race?
Malay, I'm Malay.
Okay.
Alright. May I know what is your occupation?
I'm a doctor.
Okay, okay. May I know what's your religion?
I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim.
Okay, first of all, in your opinion, what is the role of your religion in your daily life?
If it pertains to the question that you've been asking just now regarding suicidal attempts, well, for me as a Muslim, I believe understanding the religion, it gives me hope. People who have suicidal ideas, they lose hope. So if you have religion, you have hope for whatever bad condition you are in, either economically or you have some financial problems or you have some social problems, but you have religion behind you, you still have hope. Whatever difficulty that you're facing, you know that God is with you. You understand?
Yes, yes.
Those.
Yes, yes.
So if you don't have religion, you don't have hope.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, I agree with you. So, may I know that what is the main teaching of your religion?
Okay, in Islam is just because throughout our life, whatever we are going through in this life is already, God has already decided for us. We have to go this. This is the way. We don't know, so we are just like actors. God is the director. Okay, we just run, play the role. Okay, it may be some people get good play, some people get bad play, some people, you know, they get to be the main players, some people just backstage. It's not everyone is the same, but you must comply to that. Understand? We just run into life, we go through life knowing that this is the role that we have to go through. It's decided by God. It's not everybody will like it, but it's the test. This whole life is a test. Understand? So not everybody wants to be born poor. Everybody wants to be born rich.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
not everybody wants to be born handicapped. Everybody wants to be healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You know, but there are people who born handicapped. There are people born poor. Understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Like we cannot decide on what race we are going to born. Some people are born Chinese, some people are Malay, some people are Indian. We can't decide that. It's a pre-decided by God. We just run. We just play the role. You understand? So when
Yes.
there's God behind, you have hope. There's no reason to be suicidal. Isn't it? You just
Yes.
go through life according to the role that's given. That's it.
All right.
I
So,
can't speak about other religions, but that's what my understanding of life is. And I've gone through a lot of life, and it's difficult for me at times. But I just persevere. Is it? No matter how difficult it is, we know that it's determined by God. You just go through it.
All right.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
All right. So, for the next question, in your opinion, what are the causes of suicide among the youth in Malaysia?
I think for me, from what I've gone through and from what my readings, I understand there are two main things. Number one is finance. Number two is social problem. These are the two most common causes of suicides in Malaysia. But I know the highest rate is in Cameron Highlands, okay, among Indians, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
Okay.
Okay. So, sir, what do you think the potential effect of suicide among youth?
It depends on the background of the youth. If you're brought up with a very good support network, you have friends, you have family, you have religion, and the tendency of suicidal becomes very much less. If you don't have the network support, there's no friends, there's no family around you, and you don't have any religious teaching. So, you know, you go through life without any meaning, and then you have, of course, if you encounter certain problems that you cannot settle, then you can be suicidal. You see? If the support network is very important.
Okay, and lastly is how does Muslim Islam play a role in reducing the suicide cases among the youth?
Yeah, for Islam, because understanding that this life is just a test. There is a life after life. There's another life after this. So this is not the life that, the main life that we have gone. This is just a test. So understanding that, you know that this is just a test. No matter what, how difficult it is, it's just a test. You just grow through it. As long as you don't break the rules. The rules are set by Quran. Don't do this, don't do that, don't go and rape people, don't go and rob, don't go, all these bad things don't do. Okay? If
Okay.
you encounter all these difficulties in life, be patient. Try your best to work out things. Try your best to improve yourself. So by understanding that, the possibility of suicidal is very, very much less.
All right. So, sir, that's
Of course,
all.
there are Muslims who do suicide. You understand? I'm not saying that all Muslims don't do suicide. Some Muslims do suicide, but their understanding in religion might be different. That you can say all Christians are good. No, there are some bad Christians as well. In the country, in Islam also, there are some bad Muslims, and they don't understand the religion correctly. Same as any other religion. See?
Yeah, true.
All right, sir. That's all for our interview. So, we would like to thank you for your cooperation by spending your time with us to participate in this interview. So, okay,
Thank you,
thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Have a
Bye.
nice day.
Take care as
Bye-bye.
well.